This is not a flip phone. It's also not a dumb phone. It's a distraction-free smartphone. No social media, no way to install new apps, no access to the internet browser, but I do have maps, camera, banking, Spotify, Audible, WhatsApp, and I even have 3 days of battery life. It gives me everything I need to survive in the 21st century. So for the next 30 days, this is going to be my new phone. A phone that has no entertainment value, only the tools I actually need. And I'm doing this because I've been on and off with my phone, spending 6 to 7 hours every single day, and I'm sick and tired of feeling like I'm wasting my life away with the screen and trying to fight a battle that I just can't win. I've tried black and white phones, I've tried basically getting a smaller phone on installing apps, but it just doesn't work, it doesn't stick. I always find a way around it, but this time I can't, because the phone is locked down. No app store, no internet access to the browser. I just can't. And I think my screen time is going to go down from 6 to 7 hours all the way down to less than an hour. And if you want to follow this guide to do what I did to my phone, you can do it too. It's going to be a little complicated, but I have a full guide. I'm going to link it down below, which is going to make the process a lot more easier. Let the challenge begin.
So right now, we're in the Salto of Jimenoa, which is in the Dominican Republic, and it is absolutely beautiful. Looking at this here, it almost feels like I'm looking at something like an 8K, although I know I'm using my eyes, but it's just so beautiful. Like, I wish you guys were here to actually see this. It's amazing.
So I'm not gonna act like everything has been perfect. It hasn't been. I have a personality where I'm either hyper focused on one thing or I'm hyper focused on one thing. And since right now it's not my phone, I can find myself sometimes where I'm replacing one bad thing with not such a good thing. I had a gaming session for over 4 hours. I've gone into books for hours, and sometimes that's not what I want to do with all this free time. I don't just want to spend it on books or video games or projects or more work. I do prefer to spend it also with family and so on. So that's why right now we're taking like this little family trip and actually going out. Check this out. This right here is actually a pineapple. I could be reading about pineapples, but I'm out here actually experiencing this. I don't think just like reading books is the best thing ever, or being super educative or productive. I think there is a lot more than just doing more because you don't have your phone anymore. And that's what I really want to focus on doing things, you know, like building things and looking at things and experiencing things with my family and so on. It's a beautiful thing. So let's say I have a burning question about what type of dog this is, and I can't look it up on Google. Well, I actually have the Gemini app, or the AI. I can actually just text and get the response for it. So I can go ahead and take a picture of this dog, and I can basically ask it, let's see, boom. And I can ask, hey, what type of dog is this? And I'm waiting for a response. And it tells me right here, based on the image, it's difficult to give a definition. It's a mixed breed dog, and border collie mix, Labrador retriever mix, or something like that. Whatever questions I have, I can just text this AI and I get an instant response without having to worry about going to YouTube or going on Instagram or finding some way to spend hours of my time
when I just wanted one response. Now, there's something else that's happening. Whenever I'm in a bank, for example, or I'm in a long line and I'm not able to use my phone, I find myself being more present in the moment and not having to worry about anything. And there is one thing that I just can't believe. Half of the time, I just don't even know where my phone is. I can never find it. My phone has gone from being something I basically daily, every single day, I always have with me, to now it's just like a tool, like any other tool, like a screwdriver. I look for it when I need it, but most of the time, I don't even know where it is. And I think that's actually a pretty good thing.
This was my first family vacation in Dominican Republic, and it's not hard to ignore your phone when you're having so much fun. But there's a dark side to not using your phone anymore, and that's what I realized when I got back home. I used to think phones connected us, but now I see the truth. We're more disconnected than ever. I'm right here, but I might as well be invisible. No matter how good the conversation is, the moment that phone rings, it grabs all the attention. Unless you're a doctor dealing with emergencies, most calls can wait. But let's be real, our phones are designed to pull us in, to make everything feel urgent. And without realizing it, we start putting our screens before the real people in front of us. Our phones were made to serve us, not the other way around. They sold us the dream of connection, but the only thing we're connected to is the algorithm. Maybe the best connection is no connection at all.
I learned so much in the past 30 days of not using my phone like I used to. First, a phone is a very powerful device, and I don't plan on stopping using mine. However, I'm never going to use it like I used to. Today, I use it for maps, connecting with friends, but before, it was mainly just an entertainment device, and I spent 6 to 7 hours on it. And now, I'm spending like less than 2 hours on my phone, which is absolutely insane. And sometimes, I can go almost a whole day without touching my phone. Never has that ever been the case. Second, it's kind of sad when you have people around you that are still addicted to their phones and you want to help them just how you kind of been helped or whatever, but you have to be patient because you share what you know and you pray about it and you ask God to help, because in the end, it is a process for you to stop using your phone, and you have to want to stop using it and realize the danger of it. Now, third, I think the real winner of this entire thing has basically been... Okay. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Okay.
I hope it's smarter for me.
Yeah, it is.
I think the real success to this challenge has been the amount of time I get to spend with my family now. It's completely changed. Now, is that a positive thing? It is. However, though, it does mean you're going to have a lot more harder, tougher conversations. But in the end, it's going to be a lot better. This journey has changed me, and if you're even just a bit curious about what your life could look like and feel like, well, I made something for you. I made a step-by-step guide on how to turn any Android phone into a dumb phone. This means you don't need to buy a new device, which can save you hundreds of dollars, but more importantly, it could save you hundreds of hours of your time by doing this process. Now, I know, if you have an iPhone, you're probably wondering, I'm gonna have to switch to Android. I had an iPhone, iPad, MacBook, AirPods. I still made the switch because of the freedom, the clarity, and all that stuff is more important than being part of some ecosystem or being on this whole Apple versus Android thing. My time is more valuable than that, and so is yours. So in this guide, I'm gonna give you guys a template to take things step by step. I'm also gonna give you a companion video of me showing you how to do it. And if you're curious about what your life could look like in the next 30 days, well, this guide is your next step. I'll see you guys next time in the next video. Peace. So I've used my phone quite a lot today, around like 30 minutes to 45 minutes for GPS. I've also used it for like over 45 minutes to call family. And I think I'm not worried about that because that's exactly what I'm supposed to use a phone for. And right now it's like 6 p.m. and my phone is like on 70%. Like that's never happened, okay? So I'm very happy with the way I'm utilizing my phone. And I woke up today and I didn't touch my phone until like 9-10 a.m. to see the time or something like that because I have a watch, you know? So what's the big deal? This is great. I love it so far.